Now it's time for our U.S. Report regular, former White House Chief of Staff and Senior Advisor at Bondi Partners, Mick Mulvaney. Mick, thank you so much for joining us here. Now, let's kick off here talking about Hunter Biden. What are your reaction to the plea deal, and how do you think this is going to play out at all, if at all, with the Joe Biden campaign?
Yeah, James, it's always a pleasure. Thanks for having me. I enjoy watching the show as I sit here and wait to do my piece. So it's a great little piece from Senator Kennedy. Anyway, look, I'm sort of taking a wait and see attitude here for this reason. Keep in mind, the plea deal relates to some things that really weren't the most inflammatory. They deal with his purchase of the gun, which is a big deal, but it's not, in the greater scheme of things, going to move the needle politically. And then there was the tax thing that everybody knew about. He didn't file taxes for 2017, 2018. He admitted it, et cetera, right? None of this pertains to the stuff that is really sort of interesting, which is the payments by the Ukrainians to him, if there were any, and certainly to the next step, payments by the Ukrainians or the Russians even to his dad. That investigation, while it's done at the Department of Justice, apparently will continue now on Capitol Hill. So the short answer to your question is this: if this is all there is, I think it's a real snoozer and probably doesn't move the needle. But I'm not sure yet that this is all there is.
And let's move on then to Donald Trump and his legal woes here. I saw this week that they've set a trial date in August. Now, this seems incredibly quick to deal with those documents that were found in that raid at Mar-a-Lago. What does that tell us, Mick?
James, it tells us this is a jurisdiction where they want to move quickly, and they can move quickly. That being said, the right to a speedy trial, which every American citizen has under our Constitution, is possessed by the accused, not by the government. The government cannot force a speedy trial on an accused. So Donald Trump possesses this right to speedy trial. So if he wants to slow things down, he's more than welcome to do that and able to do that. And that's exactly what's going to happen here. There's going to be several pretrial motions regarding evidence. There's going to be a bunch of pretrial motions regarding, say, the judge. Keep in mind, the judge is a Trump appointee. There's a lot of folks at the Department of Justice and on the left who think she's not able to serve impartially as the judge in this case. And there's probably going to be additional motions regarding the makeup of the jury. Keep in mind, under our system, the jury has to be unanimous in order to convict and send somebody to jail, which means that just one holdout could save Donald Trump a trip to jail. So both sides are going to be spending a lot of time picking that jury. So this is going to go very, very slow. I don't know anybody who's ever practiced law at all who believes this is actually going to take place on August 14th.
Well, that's interesting you say that, but then one of the things that we talk about a lot on this program, Mick, is all of the other trials and legal issues that he's going to be dealing with all through primary season. So does this add another sort of wrinkle to his calendar and his planning in terms of planning his campaign against Ron DeSantis for the primary, for the
Absolutely,
nomination?
If he's going to take this seriously, which you assume he's going to do, right? The Manhattan thing is kind of a joke. This is deadly serious. This is possible jail for the rest of his life. So if he's going to take it seriously, it might impact it should impact his schedule and the August 14th date, which again, I don't think is going to happen, but that is really, really close to the first planned Republican primary debate. There's another step here, James, that's not getting a lot of coverage, which is that over the course of the next several weeks, the government will start to slowly show their hand to the defense. That's required under our Constitution. The government must show the accused every single piece of evidence they have in advance of the trial date. That started today. Now there's some indication that maybe there's more than one audio tape out. That was news here in the United States. You're going to expect a slow little drip, drip, drip of additional information, additional facts, additional evidence between now and the trial date itself. And Trump will have to deal with that as he's also running for president.